A former employee of Kanye West is launching a lawsuit against him with Me Too allegations. Her name is Lauren Pisciata, and she worked for Kanye starting in 2021 as an assistant, whatever that means.
Executive assistant.
Before that, she had an expansive work experience in OnlyFans.
Well, she also made music with him. She had she contributed to 3 songs on Donda.
Right. So she was making $1 million a year on OnlyFans at the time that they met in July 2021. Mm-hmm. She collaborated with him on his fashion line and the Donda album. And a year later, Kanye allegedly came to her and said he wanted her to be godlike. And here's where Kanye goes Captain Save-A-Ho. He promised to pay her $1 million salary if she quit OnlyFans.
No, I think that's in addition to the $1 million he was paying.
He asked her to delete her OnlyFans account and promised to pay her $1 million a year if she did that.
I thought it was that he was already paying her $1 million a year and then offered her $1 million more.
No, I don't think so. He offered her the job as an exchange for her to delete OnlyFans.
Okay.
So, yeah, he tried to make a hoe, not a housewife, but an assistant, I guess. And she took up the offer because I guess, he's willing to match the payments of her simps as just one simp. And she claims that shortly after Kanye hired her, he began sending her text messages that were extremely graphic and sexual in nature, and she alleges that those messages made her extremely uncomfortable. But can we show some images of this woman? I mean, I don't mean to judge a book entirely by its cover, but I think we know how vapid she is just from the fact that this is what she looks like, and she made a living off of OnlyFans before she met him.
Yes.
So I highly doubt that she was blushing at these text messages.
I don't know if she blushes.
I don't think she's capable of that.
I could be wrong.
Could we just show the text message on screen instead of reading it? Because it's so vulgar that I don't even want to read it out loud.
The one from Daily Loud? Yeah.
I'll just start off the text and I won't say the rest, but you can read it for yourself. One of the alleged text messages read, "Is my dick racist? It is. This effing racist dick of mine." Yeah, and he goes on after that, getting more and more explicit.
It does get more explicit.
After that. Another text message said, "See, my problem is I be wanting to F, and then after I F, I want a girl to tell me how hard they been F'd while I'm effing them. Then I want her to cheat on me." So Kanye allegedly has a cuckolding fetish.
My favorite was one of the comments says, "Why does it sound like he's dropping bars though?"
He was actually just doing his creative process, and she was his creative collaborator.
Yeah.
She just totally misunderstood the intentions there.
Correct.
But yeah, he was just, texting her about his sexual fantasies.
Said he would also call her under the guise of discussing work-related matters, only to then masturbate while they were on the phone together.
Yeah, he would ask her if she could guess what he was doing when he was on the phone, and she also claims he was fixated on the penis size of her boyfriends, which is also strange. And he also sent her videos of him having sex with other women.
As one who runs a company like Easy does.
And I guess she just was so uncomfortable that she kept working for him.
Another incident allegedly saw West lock Pisciata in a room with him during a flight to Paris, claiming that he needed to talk with her before lying down on his bed and masturbating under the covers until he fell asleep while she was sat on the chair across from him.
Okay.
She also said in the lawsuit that she was promoted to chief of staff for his various companies around September 2022, and that she was told that she would receive an additional $3 million $3 million. However, the following month, she claimed that she was fired and offered a $3 million severance package, which she did not receive.
Right. So she's suing essentially for all of the pay that she was promised and didn't receive. So that's breach of contract, sexual harassment, wrongful termination, and a hostile work environment.
I guess it makes more sense what you were saying then, because like when I thought it said like I thought he was paying her $1 million a year and she had the OnlyFans, and then he offered her like an additional $1 million. But no short-sighted person would give up something that was bringing in $1 million a year for a one-time $1 million payment.
Yeah, she was like a massively successful OnlyFans hoe, and he decided that he wanted to save her from prostituting herself. And this was his solution. I don't know if any of this is true. I mean, I saw a lot of responses who were saying like, I don't care what the truth is. He's innocent. Like, I don't care what she says. It's false. Yeah. So a lot of people are just dismissing it out of hand. I like the theory that Diddy is like seeing there's a lot of heat on him right now because Rolling Stone published this 6-month-long investigation into him. So he just said like, deploy the hose, and they were like, at the ready, sir. So they launched this lawsuit for Kanye to get some of the heat right now.
Certainly, when I think of somebody who's the chief of staff for a company that size, that's usually what I think of.
What is she assisting him with?
I have no idea.
What are her services?
Yes. I guess if you're an executive assistant, she's scheduling meetings, she's setting up dinners and lunches between you and potential business partners and all of that stuff, and accompanying you on flights across the country, where then, he sits in bed and jerks off and she watches.
I guess he realized he couldn't do the same thing with Milo as his chief of staff.
Maybe the stuff was in the fine print and she just didn't read it thoroughly. I don't know how well he writes his contracts.
I don't know either.
Like,
it sounds like it's just something that he said to her and didn't mean it.
Yeah. It's very hard for a lot of people these days to. I'm sure that a lot of people. Kanye's already got a lot of detractors. He's got a lot of people who dislike him who are going to take the claims at face value, but also a lot of people who are very anti-Me Too right now aren't going to take these types of claims at face value. They're going to see it as a cash grab, and they're going to have a very hard time getting past the fact that she worked, doing OnlyFans beforehand, which a lot of people will see as, even if all of this is true, you deserved what you got.
I mean, if I had to guess, I think it's a cash grab and it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, her being uncomfortable with it,
that part is dubious to me.
That's something I doubt.
But
are you going to tell me they never hooked up? Like, come on. But the text messages about him like calling his dick racist, that sounds exactly like Kanye. That sounds exactly like something he would say.
All the comments were like, to be fair, this sounds exactly like something he would say.
And it is. If I had to place bets, like, I'm pretty sure that that's true. Like, I don't know if it's warranting a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Yeah. But yeah, it's a cash grab. It's true, and it's also not that serious.
I guess Kim has more of a right to be angry right now. She's like, apparently people are being showed an explicit video of her. That's not the. Is this different than the one that's famous?
It's alleging one of the videos was him with Kim, because I thought it was just some random model.
It says okay, so it says. So the Vulture, in 2022, the Vulture's rapper was accused of sharing an explicit image of his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, with Adidas employees.
Oh, okay. That's
remember
different.
that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, but not in this specific lawsuit. I mean, especially because he's made a lot of comments about being in interracial marriages, which he's done twice now.
Yep.
And he has this really strange hyperfixation on it.
Yeah, there's more.
The idea that he would be making a lot of those sexual messages about their race involved, like this weird like race fetishism. It sounds exactly like something that he would say.
I wonder what 3 songs she contributed to on Donda.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's kind of a disgrace to name that album after your mother, though. After you hear the lyrics.
So it's if I was to guess, this will go away. He will settle out of court, and this will go away.
He's being persecuted just like Donald Trump.
I don't think that this is going to have a Johnny Depp trial.
Well, I mean, I think her severance pay was supposed to be hush money.
Yeah.
So she's the Stormy Daniels in this situation.
Maybe she was a teacher at Donda Academy.
Maybe. Imagine that.
Literal
porn teacher.
Executive vice president, vice principal at Donda Academy.
You call her, you're one of the parents of the students there. And she's like, what?
What are you talking about? All right. We'll keep an eye on this, but who knows? I mean, he's got lots of turbulent news. There was that huge walkout remember there was like the walkout at his company recently too?
Yeah, supposedly led by Milo himself.
Yep.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.